Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Brev. Welcome to What Would Brev Do episode 3. This is the series where I walk you guys through a full gameplay with commentary so you can get inside my mind, know what I'm thinking, see the perspective of the game from a top 50 player. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more MLB The Show 20 content. Drop a like down on the video below as well. It helps me out a ton. Let's talk about what we're doing today. So someone left a comment on the last video saying it would be cool if I did God Squads, but like a kind of a debut for each of these episodes. So we're going to try that at least for today. You can see we picked up Player of the Month, Didi Gregorius, for second base. So we're going to be debuting him in this one as well. Can show you the squad we're working with. Actually, all 8 of my guys in the lineup can be prestiged right now, so we'll get some good progress towards that. And we're going to be pitching with Casey Mize. Kluber's pretty much good to go, but I don't want to do one of these videos where I pitch with Kluber because it's going to be boring, and you guys see Kluber every game, and I'm sure I'll be hitting against him as well. So we're going to avoid that. We're just going to pitch with Mize for funsies. I'm also at 996. You can't see it because my face. Hold on. We're at 996 rating. So this is technically our play-in game for 1,000 rating, which isn't really a big deal because top 50 is on pace to be well over 1,100 this season, but still a cool milestone. And I figured if we got the win in this video, you guys can see me open the 10-pack bundle that you get for hitting 1,000 ratings. So that'd be pretty fun. We'll see if anyone's searching though. It's kind of the middle of the day right now. I may or may not be doing this on my lunch break, LOL. So we'll see if we get matched up with someone. Also, I'm going to do a big brain play and respond to my mom's text message because that is the correct thing to do. So we're selecting our 5th pitcher. So I'm not going to do the thing I mentioned earlier, but if you're ever pitching with Kluber or Hal, make sure you just mouse around a bit because sometimes people will listen to see if you select your 1st or 2nd pitcher, and then they'll back out. So we got into a game right away, and we're the home team. So we're facing a God Squad. This guy actually has Prestige Barry Larkin, so he is at least Prestige 5, which is pretty cool. Still haven't responded to my mom. Hold up, chat. You got to get those emojis in there. All right, this guy is 55-17, really good record. I've been playing at Bayfront a little more. I've been mixing it up with my stadiums. I can't friendly this guy because I do not have time to find another game, so my apologies, sir. But yeah, I've been mixing up my minor league stadiums a bit. Just kind of got sick of Franco, kind of got sick of Capitol, so we've been playing at Bayfront. I prefer to play during the day because it seems to be less laggy, and I figured it would be a good time to pitch with Casey Mize because you guys can kind of see my sequencing, what I try to do. He's got 5 amazing pitches, so you can kind of see all that, and I don't really have to talk about it as much when I'm pitching. Really, you guys have asked about sequencing a lot. Really, it's about in, out, up, down, messing up the timing, and changing the eye level. Really it's pretty similar to real life, what's good about pitching in this game. And then obviously the most important thing about pitching is execution, hitting your spots, because hanging pitches get crushed in this game at all difficulties. So if you throw one down the pipe, you're probably going to get punished for it. So that's a pretty good tunnel. We're just going to throw a fastball up here. It's going to look like that cutter we just throw, and it'll set us up to throw a slurve later. Great take from my opponent there. So we're just testing the waters a bit, trying to throw some waste pitches, see what he likes to swing at, doesn't like to swing at. So he had a fast bat there. So we're just going to throw another splitter, try to slow it down. And we caught him looking. Alright, I think he was expecting that to drop below the zone a little more. So a little bit of a tip. People try to overcompensate after they strike out on a certain pitch, so I typically like to lead off the next at bat with a different pitch. You can see he was too late on that fastball. So what I'm talking about, he just struck out on a splitter. People usually tend to overcompensate and subconsciously, I always talk about subconscious embarrassment. Subconsciously, he's embarrassed that he struck out on a splitter. I'm not trying to dog him. I'm just trying to explain what's going on. So usually people overcompensate and slow the bat down after they strike out on off speed. So that's why I usually like to throw the opposite type of pitch for the first pitch of the next at bat after a strikeout. You can see his bat's slower now. His bat had been pretty fast. So we're just going to keep challenging him with fastballs until he speeds his bat back up. Still a little bit late So we're just going to elevate the fastball a little more here. See if we can get him to chase. That one was way too high, so now we're going to go back to the splitter in the dirt. Again, we're just testing the waters. This is something you want to do first inning to see what they chase, what they don't chase. And that's why it's important to get ahead in the count so you can kind of start throwing some waste pitches and see what they like. So I like cutters on 3-2. They're pretty hard to time up, especially right on right. Even there, he ripped it in the gap for a double, but it was an early swing, so that's technically the swing, the exact type of swing we were looking for. So nothing we can do there. Sheffield's a great hitter. Early good. Could have easily been an out just as much as it was a hit. So we take those type of swings. Remember to try to deviate away from results-based thinking. Really useful mental state for any game, honestly. Great take again. So he's been really patient on the splitters low. Let's throw it one more time to set him up. And then now we're going to keep that in our bank. And we're going to try to throw a four-seamer down in the count, but not this at bat. We're going to save it for the next inning. So we're just playing a bit of mind games since we have pitches to work with. Try to tunnel this. Another amazing take. That take was honestly ridiculous. Holy cow. This is a great pitch. See, now I don't know if he's just trying to walk or what, because those last two takes were insane. Maybe I'm playing a god. We'll see. Just early on a sinker. We'll challenge him again. He was late on that as well. Feels bad. Early swing double into late swing RBI single. You love to see it, chat. Nothing we can do about it. He might have been good on that with the PCI inside of it, actually. We'll see. Alright, he was good, so I need to stop complaining. And now his bat's fast again, so we're trying to throw him cutters because they look like fastballs, but they're slower, obviously. And we get out of the inning only giving up one. So honestly, I feel like we pitched really well. Really, the only pitch he had a really good swing on was the Mike Trout single, so not a whole lot we can do. Giving up doubles on early good really hurts, but it's a long game. So once again, you guys will be able to see how I hit against one of the best pitchers in the game in this one. Last episode was Kluber. Now we're going to do Hal. Again, being hyper patient in the first inning is just kind of like my style. I want to see what my opponent likes to throw. I want to see if they'll have trouble locating, if they'll give me some walks early on, see what I can and cannot work with my opponent. So 1-2 count, he's thrown 3 straight fastballs. It's pretty typical for them to throw another one here, actually, with Hal. He did, and it was way above the zone, so that was honestly a terrible swing. But it's the first game of the day, and that's my excuse. Alright, chat, don't worry about it. So left on left with Hal, everything moves glove side with Hal, so it's really important, especially left on left, to be patient against Hal, and it's probably a good strategy to sit fastball, honestly, since if you swing at any of his off speed left on left, it's very easy to roll it over. Hal's one of the best left on left pitchers in the game, in my opinion, since everything moves glove side, like I said. We just showed him we had a quick bat, so he may go fastball here for the same reasons I did earlier. He tried to front door me, so now I really don't know what he's going to throw. We got to have a fast bat just in case it's a fastball, though. And he tunneled the slider perfectly, so that was a slider right down the middle, and it looks like a bad swing, but the way that came out of the hand looked exactly like a four-seamer up and in, so I don't know if that was accidental, an accidental dot, but it was unfortunate for me, so 2 strikeouts to start the game, not the best start. This is why we play 9 innings, though. I feel like, honestly, the connection's really good in this one, and my timing may be a little bit too fast. So timing windows seem different to me game to game based on how good the connection is, and our connection seems really good, so this may be a factor of why I'm a little bit early, so I'm going to try to slow my bat down a bit. Once again, taking till 2 strikes, just to see what he's throwing us. And we shall react now. Slowed it down too much. Top player, dude. Watch me strike out 3 times in a row to start the game. Feels good. Alright, we shall recover, chat. This is good. I think it's good for you guys to watch me struggle sometimes, honestly, because then it lets you know that everyone does, except for like 5 people in the world who just hit everything all the time. And I'm not one of them. So we're setting up the sequence here. We're going to try to paint him a four-seamer down now. since he has not been swinging at the splitters in the dirt. We'll see if this works. Kind of dangerous versus Reggie, and he was ready for it. So he's just got a really good eye. Kind of hard to pitch to people like this. Really, you just have to try to throw things on the black, especially with 2 strikes, and try not to miss your spot too much. And that pitch was 3 inches above the zone. Wow, this game is off to a bad start. Alright, we're going to have to clutch up in this one. Jesus, man. Look where this pitch was. Big yikes, dude. Holy cow. They gave him a perfect on that, too. Insane. That's tragic, man. Alright, Barry Larkin, speed guy, not a lot of power versus right. So I usually like to pitch guys like this inside. And they do stuff like that, but he's going to be safe. Alright, this is going well. Holy crap, dude. I think I'm getting the friendly quit karma right now. You guys remember the friendly quit karma? When you decline someone's friendly quit, you just instantaneously get bent over by SDS. I think that's what's going on here. We're alright though, we can still get out of this. Even if he goes up 3-0 here, it's fine, as long as we don't let him rally past that. Obviously, we'd like to keep it 2-0, but we'll see what happens. Missed my spot there. He was late though, which is good. Let's try this splitter in the dirt again. He also just took a lead off second. I don't know if he's trying to steal. People don't usually like stealing third, so that'd be kind of weird if he did. Larkin's not the fastest guy either. And he's early on the cutter. We might get there. Good shit, Duke. Alright, that was big. Because if that dropped, that would have sucked. So now we just need 1 more out. We've thrown cutters inside the lefties a lot. I just think it's a good first pitch. If they're being over-aggressive, they'll swing at it. If they're being under-aggressive, then at least you know that. Let's try this fastball up again. He's stealing third with 2 outs, which is just terrible, honestly. Not to bag on my opponent, but that was awful. You gain pretty much nothing by taking third base there, except for you would score on a pass ball. Especially with this guy with 86 speed like Larkin. I guess he has prestige, so it'd be 89 speed. Yeah, that was not good. And he kind of forced himself to swing at that pitch no matter what, because he was stealing. So I don't know what that was all about. Just not good in my opinion. Again, I'm not trying to bag on my opponent. I'm just trying to point out things for you guys. So 2-0 count with Chef. People really don't like pitching to Sheffield with a lefty because Sheffield has insane attributes versus lefties. So always understand what your opponent's trying to do. Obviously, he's a bit scared in a 2-run game. Even though I can't tie it up with 1 swing, I can cut the deficit in half. So just make sure you're being extra patient in situations where you think your opponent might be pitching conservatively. And then he just hosed 2 of them down the middle. So he's gone off speed pretty much every 2-strike count so far. So this is what I'm expecting. Great pitch. We fouled it off. My swing timing is still so early. I feel like I waited back on that. I was very early. Alright, just trying to stay alive. Things in the lower third I might just take here because people don't usually throw fastballs low with Hal. I guess I was too early again. Oh man, I felt like I was right on that. This guy must be living next door to me. I hate how swing timings are different game to game, bro. This is going to be an adjustment period for sure. Alright, left on left again with Hal. We're pretty much just sitting fastball, trying to be patient. I mean, I've struck out 4 times in a row, so you guys can see that things aren't going the best. And he knows that he's starting to get out of line. I talked about being out of line before, so he's starting to just hose stuff down the middle because he doesn't think I can hit it. So we may have to start being a little more aggressive early in the count. See if we can get one of those cheeky fastballs right down the middle. I'd prefer to do it with runners on, so I may not do it with Hanley here. We may save it for Joe Carter in the 8-hole if I can get Duke Snyder on to lead next inning. But honestly, that wasn't that bad of a swing. Just a little over top of the slider right down the middle. Just an unlucky ground out. But yeah, I'm struggling at the plate right now, I'll be honest with you guys. Can't figure out my timing. This is why it's good to take a lot of pitches though, because in games where you can't figure out your timing, you have at least a chance to figure it out by the mid to late game, which is hopefully what we're going to do. Still early, dude. I seriously felt like I waited forever for that changeup. This is a great sequence. Nothing we can do with that pitch. That's a product of being in a 1-2 count. Just a side effect of being patient. At least we didn't strike out, so that's good. You gotta shoot for the stars here, chat. Alright, so back to pitching. We're again going to start with cutters. It's just a good pitch to start in a bat with. See where your bonus bat speed is at. It's super quick, so now we're going to throw a fastball. Since we're going to go back to the overcompensating thing we talked about earlier. We just missed our spot, which is unfortunate. That would have been a good time to just get a free strike, honestly. We'll stay fast and inside here and just not hitting our spot. He may try to adjust now, so we'll go back to the cutter. Cutters are just really safe pitches in general on the game this year. Very rarely do they get pieced up unless you're overthrowing them a lot. And we got a strikeout. Not exactly where we wanted it, but that's the beauty of Legend. Sometimes you make a bad pitch and get a strikeout anyway because it's so hard to hit on Legend. His PCI must have just not been on that one. So yeah, our goal at the plate, we're still going to have to be patient. We're just going to have to figure out our timing. We're not having strategical issues, we're having mechanical issues, and those happen. Like I said in, I think, episode 1, your mechanics will come and go game to game, especially for me. This is my first game of the day, and I was working all morning before this, so that's not an excuse, but obviously I'm not going to be locked in as soon as I get into the game. That was a great swing. See if I can rob this. I don't even know if I'll get to the wall in time. So that was a sinker right down the middle. I think that was a good okay, but you can get good okays with the PCI right on the ball. So he has tanked us 3 times this game. Good swing. Just missed our spot. So it definitely seems like he is having more trouble hitting off speed than he is fastballs. So we're going to have to start pitching backwards to this guy, I think. And we'll start with this fastball up, see if he chases. We finally got him to chase on that pitch. He's been really good about taking it so far this game. Casey Mai is already over 50 pitches as well. We'll be lucky to get him through 4. And he sat back on the splitter there, so he's making the adjustment. This guy's hitting really well. I may try to throw a little more balls because he's getting a little swing happy, especially early in the count. So try to throw this off the plate. It's not off the plate. He could have crushed that for sure. And now we're going to tunnel the up slurve. I really like this pitch with Kluber as well. It looks just like the 4-seamer high that we just got him on, but I missed my spot. Also, that's the same pitch that I gave up a dinger on, which I just remembered, so maybe I shouldn't have thrown that pitch. That may have been a mistake. But we get the strikeout. He's got 6 hits. We haven't had a base runner. Feels good, chat. It's alright. It's only 3-0 game. Can always come back on these. This will be a great one for y'all if you can see me recover from this, because this is a mechanical struggle right now. So, again, I feel like he's out of line. I feel like he doesn't think I can hit anything, so he's just hosing stuff down the middle. So that's why I swung first pitch. At least we show him that we will swing first pitch, you know. You gotta keep him honest at least sometimes. But after that first swing, we want to be patient now. Same reason I've talked about before with Duke Snider versus a lefty. He just can't hit lefties at all. So if he wants to walk my lefty Duke Snider, I am more than happy about it. You guys should see my splits with Duke, man. I'm hitting almost 400 versus righties, and I'm hitting literally like 140 versus lefties. It's awful. Bro. Yikes. That was one of the first times he's gone fastball with 2 strikes. He's doing a really good job keeping me off balance as well. Yeah, this is tough. Just trying to stay patient, trying to find the timing. In situations like this, it may be good to just like try to check swing often as well, especially in the off speed, just to try to figure out the timing window. At least it'll tell you if you're early or late, stuff like that. I'm fully expecting change-ups in the dirt here, though, after that pitch. He threw me a slider right down the middle, and we have a base runner. Let's go. I'm the best player in the world, dude. Hell yeah. No perfect game in What Would Brev Do. How awkward would that be if I'm like, this is a full game commentary, and then I just get perfect gamed? That would be a tragedy. Alright, so taking till 2 strikes with our pitcher for obvious reasons that we talk about in every video. No real reason to swing early in the count. Casey kind of got a hold of that one a little bit. Just work for more pitches for the pitcher by taking till 2 strikes. Sometimes they walk you too if they really can't find the zone, so really no reason to swing early in the count with your pitcher. And now we're going to be hyper aggressive because we actually have a guy in scoring position, and so we're looking for things to hit. He kind of knows it too. He's thrown us 2 straight off speed. It seems like he's a little hesitant to throw me fastballs in this situation. So 3-0 count. Now we're going to take till 2 strikes because okay, after this pitch, let me pause and talk about that. So he walked me, but if you see what he did right before he threw that 3-0 pitch, so this is something that happens very often that I don't think people recognize. So it's 3-0, first base is open, and he paused the game. So what do you guys think he's doing? He is checking to see who's on deck, which means he's making the decision, should I just walk this guy here? And if I was that guy, would I rather pitch to Biggio or Didi Gregorius with a lefty in scoring position? Obviously the answer is Didi Gregorius, so obviously he's going to pitch around me there. So he just threw a changeup in the dirt just to see if I would bite, but his full intention there was to walk me, and you could tell that immediately when he paused. So now we're sitting fastball, and we missed it. We're still too early on 97, bro. Jesus Christ. Same approach with lefties, trying to stay off of the off speed until we have to swing at it with 2 strikes. As I swing at a changeup, 1-1. I don't know what he's going to throw me here. I'm just trying to react. Great pitch. Alright, now we send the runner in the force out in a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Obvious baseball play. I felt like I had good timing on that too. It was just in the perfect spot. I thought I could get a foul ball on that at least, man. Dang it. Well, we blew our chance. We got our only hit probably for the whole game. Oh, that's tough, man. Great pitch. Change up an inch below the zone. It's tough. Luckily, Casey's keeping us in the game a bit. For as many base runners as he has had, to only have given up 3 runs so far is pretty good for us. And if we can get Casey through the 5th, that'll be good for us as well. So pitching to the opponent's pitcher, you just kind of want to hose stuff down the middle. You don't want to give them the opportunity to get a walk. You can also use the pitcher at bat as an opportunity to get some confidence for pitches that you have low confidence in, which is why I'm throwing a splitter here. Especially if they swing and miss at a pitch, your confidence with that pitch goes up by a lot. So sometimes you can build confidence up really easily. Use the opportunity of pitching to your opponent's pitcher to build up confidence for stuff you want to throw later. We just threw him a bunch of splitters, so we'll start him with something hard here, see how he reacts. And he was late on it, hit it to center field. So nice clean inning for Mize. We needed that a lot. I feel like our hitting's getting a little better. Even when I struck out with Didi to end last inning, I felt like I had good timing on it. And Hal's up to 57 pitches through 3. So there's a chance we get Hal out of the game. Again, he's out of line, so we're going to look to pick our spot to swing early in the count. He's just throwing fastballs right down the middle. It'll probably be with Sheffield next at bat. Alright, we finally laid off the changeup in the dirt. Wish I could have done that last inning, but what can you do? Can't lay off the slider in the dirt, and we get bailed out with an early swing. So this is the perfect opportunity to just crush this fastball if he hoses it into us. If he continues to pitch out of line, pitch disrespectfully, thinking that I won't swing first pitch, now is the time to do it. He also maybe is warming people up in his bullpen, but that would be kind of weird. Alright, he went off speed, so he's not about it. He still could do it 1-0 though. Good location. Alright, so now we're back to our usual approach. Man, I am so early on everything. This is legend too. Bro. I don't know if I'm going to figure this out, man. How many times have I struck out this game? Like 7? It's just weird. Like some games I feel like I cannot swing early enough or like I'm pretty much guessing before the pitch comes because the swing timing window is so late. And then this game, it feels like I'm so early on everything. There we go. We got a hang and change. We may score Mantle on this, depending on what animation he gets. No, no shot. That's a little unfortunate, but we have another opportunity to score here. So he may walk me here, actually. He's pausing the game again to check to see who's on deck. He may walk me here to set up the force play. It's a tough decision, honestly, because if you do that, you put the tying run on base. Oh, that was the one. We're very early on 100 miles an hour on Legend, dude. He still could pitch around me here. He could the unintentional intentional walk, right? Happens all the time in baseball. Doesn't seem like he will, though. I'd expect off speed here for sure. And he threw a fastball right down the middle, and I missed it, bro. This is sad. I had good timing and didn't foul that off. What in the world? And that's a throwaway at bat. So that's a mistake by me. I was frustrated with the last at bat and just threw away that entire at bat with Duke Snider swinging first pitch because I was frustrated. So, yeah, just not a whole lot good going for us right now. Hopefully, Mize can get us through the fifth. We can get a pinch hitter going. Again, we still haven't even used half of our innings for hitting, so being only down 3 would be huge. We can turn that around at any time. We just got to keep it close with our pitching and keep trying to figure it out at the plate. But that last inning, it's just frustrating, man. Like, people will foul off stuff swinging very early and very late, but I can't get a foul ball swinging good when my outer PCI is still touching the ball. It's super weird. I don't fully understand how it works. This is a pretty typical sequence for me. Couple of slow pitches into a fastball high. We just missed our spot with it. Try to go up and in with that. Put it in the zone, see if he's ready for it. I feel like I've been doubling up on fastballs a lot this game, though. He might have still been a little late on it, or he missed it with his PCI. It's kind of weird that he hit it that soft. So now we're in a bit of trouble, so we got to get someone up in the pen. Someone that we would be content with only pitching for a couple outs. So in this case, that would be Raleigh, since he's already tired. I really like pitching with guys that are already tired, or at least warming them up, just in case. If, like, our pitcher spot is coming up next inning, so if we burned one of our really good relievers in this situation, it'd kind of be a waste, because we're behind. We're going to be pinch hitting next inning, all that good stuff. So Raleigh's the play, since even though he's tired, he's only going to have to pitch a little bit. If I don't get Giambi out here, it's definitely mound visit time as well. He's swinging 3-0. That's really interesting. So we'll just double up on that. Maybe we'll get him to swing at it again. We painted him. That's good. And now we're just going to throw a sinker low. We almost picked him off. This is a good spot for him to run into. 3-2, 1 out. Guy with probably good enough speed to steal. We'll see what he does. He does not go. And that was a decent pitch, not the best location. We'll double up again. Great pitch, and we get the ground ball, but it's through the right side, so that is unfortunate. So now we're going to mound visit, and if Trout gets on, we pretty much have to pull the plug on Mize, because this is getting into territory where the game could definitely get out of hand, depending on how many runs he scores this inning. So really big point in the game. We really cannot afford to give up many runs here. 3-1 count. I've thrown a lot of cutters behind in the count, so I'm just going to hose a sinker here. Hopefully he doesn't crush it. Yeah, his bat was slow, so he was waiting for the cutter. Now we will go to the cutter, and I threw a ball. But we struck him out. Whew! He bailed us out there, man. He really just bailed us out super hard. If we can get out of this inning now, that would be so huge. Man, I thought that pitch was nowhere close to even get a swing. That was massive. Alright, Casey. One more batter, homie. Good take. We finally got him on the splitter in the dirt. Okay. Wow. So that was actually a big deal. We're getting completely outplayed, and if he had scored a lot more, I don't know if I can score 5 or 6 this game to keep up with him, so Yeah, that was pretty game-changing to get out of that one. And now we have a clean inning. Obviously, we're going to go with lefty next inning because he's leading off with Reggie. So we get Joe Carter versus a lefty. We're going to have a righty off the bench as a pinch hitter. So we're going to have 3 straight at-bats with righties here. This is definitely a spot where I'm swinging at the fastball first pitch if he's out of line again. And he threw a changeup. So once again, keeping me off balance. Game's getting a little laggy now too, which is kind of weird. So, again, looking for fastballs down the middle. 2-1 count. Probably just take till 2 strikes now. A walk would be pretty big for us considering how bad we are hitting. 3-1 count. This is one of those spots where you're like, please walk me. If I can get any semblance of a rally going, that would be huge. Great pitch there. He went up and in with the fastball, and we finally weren't early on it. Is it going to drop? Oh, let's go. Joe Carter, 2 doubles. He's trying his best. This is Joe Carter's time to shine, though. Joe Carter versus lefties is like the ideal spot. So we're going to go with Larkin here. There's no way he's taking Hal out. Larkin's amazing versus lefties. And we also don't want to use Posey yet in case we want to do some double switching later with Craig Biggio and stuff like that. So we're just going to go Larkin. Pretty much guaranteed to face a righty here. If he gets on with speed, that would be huge as well. If he takes Hal out here, I will be so surprised, and I will not respond. Wow. Of course, man. Of course he goes to Kluber now. Okay, this is good for you guys. I honestly may hit Kluber better with how fast my bat is this game. Oh yeah, give me the Klubot. We're going to go back to third because we're out by a mile. Alright, so now's a good time to steal second pitch as well. He's already trying to find the release with Kluber. Wasn't a great first at bat. I haven't stolen all game. He's not going to expect it at all. And now we got runners at second and third. So 2-0 now. He may also pitch around me and walk me, although I do have Didi on deck, who's amazing versus righties. So I doubt he'll pitch around me, but we'll see. This is huge for us, man. If we can get these 2 runs in, that would be absolutely massive. Was not ready for the sinker there. We're ready for the cutter, though. Oh, no, it's falling. Dude, I don't know what my base running was. Fuck me, dude. I thought I was going to drop, so I tried to send the guy from second, and then I ended up not tagging with the guy from third. Oh my god, we're really going to blow this. We may beat it at first. Safe! Dude, the bailout is real. Come on, Mickey. We're looking cutter slurve all day here. Just kidding, we're going to swing it a sinker first pitch, bro. This is going to get a run in, though. It was right down the middle. I felt like I had to swing at that with Mickey Mantle, man. Oh my god. He hit the throw meter perfect, dude. This whole game is a tragedy. Oh, we were just late on a sinker right down the middle, too. If I had just been a little quicker with the bat, we would have crushed that. Damn, bro. Rough out in these streets this game. Our pitching is still keeping us in it, though, man. And we've had a rally going 2 straight innings now. So there's potential to score. We just have to execute. When we have runners on second and third with nobody out, we got to get those runners in, man. That last inning was tough. So if you're wondering why I'm throwing a lot of sinkers and 2-seamers with Chapman, it's because on Legend, his sinker and 2-seamer can go as slow as 8 miles an hour slower than his outlier 4-seamer. So it's a really effective way to pitch to people who can hit the outlier. So usually when you bring Chapman in against a good player, which this guy definitely is, they're just gearing up for the 102. So throwing things 94 that also look like fastballs is a really good way to get early swings. See 95. We went from 102 to 95 and they were both fastballs. Chapman's two-seamer is pretty much a changeup that looks exactly like a fastball. Chapman on Legend is completely disgusting this year. Alright, so we have 6 hits now. And we got to deal with Kluber, but it's still only a 3-run game. And now we're batting with our 4-hole, so if we get a rally going a bit here, which we should have had Sheffield on. But what I was going to say is we should warm someone up just in case we get to our 9-hole, because if we get a rally going, we're going to end up at our 9-hole with runners on. So that pitcher wall straight to the third baseman was a complete tragedy. And that's tough, man. That is really tough, dude. Good week, but my PCI is touching the ball. Alright, 2 down. It's bad enough I gotta face Hal and Kluber in the same game. Now we're getting hosed. So people usually pitch with Kluber similar ways, especially right on right. Sinkers inside, cutters away, slurves away. People rarely throw changeups right on right. It's more of a right on left pitch. So that's why I sit cutter slurve, especially early in the count, especially with no one on base against Kluber. That was a cutter right down the middle that we pieced up perfectly and wasn't out. So we'll go to Eck now. The guys he has up are just worse against righties except for Mantle, but being a switch hitter doesn't really make a difference on my decision. Also, I talked about this in one of the previous episodes, but I usually like bringing in relievers in a manner where it messes with their swing timing. So last pitcher was Chapman, who throws absolute gas, and then we go to Eckersley afterwards, who's kind of more of a finesse pitcher. And then after Eckersley, we'll probably go to someone else that throws really hard. So just keeping your opponent off balance, try to alternate your relievers fast and slow, I think is a pretty good strategy, at least for me. Also, Eckersley has been one of my best relievers, and we're again in a spot where we cannot afford to give up any more runs if we want to have a chance of winning this game. So kind of using him in an Andrew Miller sense. I understand Eckersley hasn't been good for a lot of you guys, but for me, he has been easily my best reliever this year. So this is the spot for him. Hopefully we can get out of this inning again in a 3-run game and then maybe try to get a rally going, because as we saw last inning, I am starting to hit the ball much better. I could have easily hit 2 home runs last inning. That Sheffield one up the middle could have been a home run if I was like an inch more below it, and then honestly the Hanley one was just completely brutal. So again, trying to stay away from results-based thinking. We took 2 really amazing swings, and honestly the Helton one was pretty close too. So I feel like I can hit Kluber this game. I feel like I can score 3 runs. We just have to keep it up. And this guy is not seeing Eckersley well at all, which is good news. Now he's about to hit a yak on me just because I said that. I really like high sliders with Eckersley as well, because they tunnel well with the sinkers and the 4-seamers. And they're kind of awkward to hit. So down to the bottom of the 7th, trying to get a rally going. And our next pitcher, like I said, will be someone that throws hard. We'll see who he has up. Trout actually has reverse splits, so he's worse against lefties. So great opportunity for a lefty, and we want someone that throws hard. So Billy Wagner is the guy next inning for us pitching-wise. Again, we're sitting cutter early in the count. Did I get all of that one? I sure did not. Oh, man, this is brutal. Holy crap, dude. I understand I'm under that one, but damn, it's so hard to hit on Legend.
That's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He's never taking Kluber out here, so it's a pretty safe pick to pick Eddie. We also pick Eddie over Reggie because it's a low leverage situation. I'd rather have Reggie later in the game in case we get into a more high leverage situation, which would be awesome because that would mean I actually have scored runs at some point. Again, looking cutter slurve early in the count. Great sinker there. Tunneled well with all the cutters he's been throwing.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Ooh, that's huge. All right, Biggio, what you got for me, man? Why don't we put one over the wall one time? That was it, and I was late. So he may just spam sinkers here because I haven't really hit it yet, and I've crushed the cutters that he's thrown. Ooh, great slurve. Good tunnel for that pitch. Got lucky to foul that off. He threw me a slurve right down the middle. We finally got something, dude. Let's go, man. Imagine we win this game, bro. Maybe I should leave the glasses off, dude. Alright, so I kind of knew he was going off speed there because I took such a horrible swing at a slow pitch with the cutter the time before. Usually people like to double up on that. Again, I talked about it last episode, but after you hit a home run, especially one that changes the momentum a lot, please try to take a couple pitches in the next at-bat. You definitely don't want to do what I did with Duke Snider earlier in the game and just throw away an at-bat because of emotions. Yeah, so that's why we took the first pitch. I should have crushed that cutter, but I missed it with my PCI. Probably sinker here, honestly. He went cutter again. Wow. Very surprising, actually. If that was a sinker where I put my PCI, I would have perfect that too. Damn it, man. Yeah, just way above the zone. It's about where he hit his home run with Reggie, though, so you never know. Terrible debut for Didi. I think he's 0 for 4. But we have made it a one-run game with 2 innings to go. Thanks to Craig Biggio's bomb on the slurve. I also should have talked about people usually have been platooning Giambi if he's in the lineup. So this is pretty typical. It wouldn't have changed my decision because I still want a lefty versus Trout. I really think Trout struggles versus lefties, at least from my experience pitching to people. So even if he told me he was platooning Giambi like before the game started, I still would have made this pitching decision. Once again, we went with a guy with high velo as well because we just pitched with a finesse pitcher, and his bat is really fast right now. So we're trying to take advantage of that by throwing fastballs out of the zone that he might chase, which he did. And now he may make the adjustment and speed his bat up. He's platooning Trout also. That would be interesting. Also, I'm making a mistake here. I should definitely have some high leverage relievers warming up right now in case things get hairy in this situation. So this is another good spot for Raleigh. So I'm just going to have Raleigh warming up, honestly. I want to have the option of Hoffman or Britton for the 9th. And earlier I talked about using guys that are already tired in innings where they might not have to pitch the full inning. So Raleigh's again a good candidate to pitch should things get a little dicey in this inning. He's speeding his bat up a lot now, so we're going to try to spam off speed to Trout. Trout, with his attributes versus lefties, has a hard time with a small PCI anyway, relatively small to other hitters. So throwing off speed when the hitter is at a disadvantage, especially on Legend, is usually a good approach because even if they take a good swing, they might get good okayed. Their PCI might be just barely off, like there. That was a good timing swing, but he swung over the top of it, so great play by Sheff as well. Sheffield plays amazing third base for me. I don't know what it is. This guy's cap is he's only 23. I just noticed that. It's hilarious. Gleyber Torres joke. So we got out of the 8th. Get your rally caps on, boys. Imagine we win this with how bad this has been. Oh my goodness. There's no way he's taking Kluber out either. So next inning. Next inning's really tough for me, so I'm going to pause and I'm going to look at his bench, which you can do by pressing square, I believe. somewhere. Yeah, batting order. And then to bench. So, that's weird. It doesn't say Arenado. Wasn't it Arenado that was hitting for him? Is that because he's in the game now? Okay, so Giambi's on the bench now. So he has Soto, McCovey, Posey, and Sandberg as his potential pinch hitters. And his pitcher spot is up next. I think I feel more comfortable pitching Hoffman versus a lefty than I do pitching Britton versus a righty. So all of those guys he has on the bench can crush whatever handedness advantage they have. He's going to have handedness advantage, so the decision I have to make is, do I want to pitch Britton versus a righty, or do I want to pitch Hoffman versus a lefty? Also, we just threw a guy with velocity in Wagner, so Hoffman is definitely a strong option for us next inning. We just got to be careful to Reggie Jackson, as always. But first things first, let's try to get something going at the plate against Kluber this inning. Again, cutter slurve. He's been willing to throw it to me. And even a swing like that, if that was a cutter with where I put my PCI, I would have crushed it, so that's a fine swing. Yeah, Mickey can tie this game for sure, but he also has speed, so it's a little bit of a tough spot. We really just want to look for our pitch. And 2-1, I think I'm just going to take this, because if we get Mantle on base, it's huge. Great pitch. I wouldn't have done anything with that sinker anyways. So now I'm fully expecting slurve or changeup. He went sinker away. I reacted. Perfect off the pole. Oh my god, we tied this game somehow. What in the world? Again, don't throw away this at bat by swinging first pitch because you're hyped. I could have easily rolled that over, so I'm going to take till 2 strikes with Sheffield here, honestly. I just tied the game. He's definitely rattled. Especially after using the resources on the mound that he has used this game, for him to be in a spot where he's going to go into the 9th inning without the lead is a really tough spot for him. So he's definitely going to pitch carefully to me here, especially because Sheffield has a ton of power as well. He could also throw me a ball here, so there's no way I'm swinging at this pitch. If it's down the middle, we're sad, but we'd rather have the base runner. And now I'm fully expecting a sinker inside. He threw it away. We reacted, but I was with the sinker. Oh, and Reggie ran it down. I thought that might get in the gap. That kind of died while it was in the air. That's okay. Good at bat. He really didn't give us anything to hit that hole at bat anyways. And once again, lefty up. High leverage situation. We're looking cutter slurve. Those are the pitches we like to see. Apparently sinkers up and away we like to see with Mickey Mantle also. I don't know how I hit that home run, dude. That was pure reaction. I guess having the fast bat early has paid dividends for when he brought Kluber in. So you could have made an argument for me to be aggressive there. He did hang us a pitch 2-0, but it's just not my style. Still looking cutter slurve. Threw us a slurve, but it was a ball. I think I'm swinging away here. He hosed me one last time, and he walked me, so we take that. Alright, now we stay away from sinkers inside at all costs because he wants this double play so badly. He may just spam sinkers inside the entire at bat. He threw us the cutter away. I felt like we pieced that up again. We were just barely under it. Oh, this game is a sweaty right now, dude. I really hope Hoffman gets it done next inning, bro. If he goes lefty here, as much as I want to hit with Duke, I will definitely put Trout in. I just can't afford to have Duke swinging with 55 power in this situation, but he's sticking with Kluber, so that's fine. Two sinkers to start.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Oh, just way under it too. Weird. Are you kidding me? Oh! Good squared 109 on a changeup right down the middle to Duke Snyder. Oh man.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
I can't wait to watch this game play back and see how many good swings I took that were outs, dude. This has been awful. That was 109 off the bat, too. It just had absolutely no launch angle. That is a tragedy, man. It's exactly the spot we want Duke up there, too. Alright, Billy has pitched really well. Now is Hoffman time. Also, you saw I mound visited right before I brought Hoffman in. That's just a habit I've developed because sometimes your pitcher, there's a glitch where your pitcher, if you use the quick menu to bring a pitcher in, he'll come in with like yellow energy for no reason and absolutely no confidence. If you mound visit before that, or if you just use the traditional pause menu, both of those things fix that glitch. So, just as a habit, I mound visit right before I'm going to make a pitching change. It never hurts. And 2 down in the 9th. Let's get this out. He'll probably go McCovey here since he needs a bomb. And we already made the decision that we're okay pitching Hoffman to McCovey, but McCovey does have 116 power versus right, so we have to be very careful here. I'm going to try to throw maybe a little more balls than I usually do just to see if he's over anxious. So like this, he probably feels like this is his shot to win this game as if he hits a home run here. So we'll just see if we can get him swinging at something not good. That pitch teleported like crazy. What in the world? Great pitch from Hoffman. Great tunnel with the cutter. Now we're going to run that on his hands again. Got him swinging. Huge. So Hoffman is... The reason I went Hoffman against lefties is because Hoffman, with his tunnels and how much his circle change moves, actually pitches really well inside to lefties if you hit your spot, obviously. So, all right, we faced Hal, we faced Kluber. Now we're gonna walk it off versus Raleigh, man. And can we do it with Didi, who's due up 4th this inning? And we're gonna go tired Raleigh next inning as well, just because we definitely need to throw a righty versus the guys he has up. If we get to that point, but hopefully we don't. Pretty big disadvantage, Joe Carter against a righty who is probably the best reliever in the game. So I'm going to be extra patient here. Maybe he walks me. Some people actually do have trouble locating with Raleigh, as weird as that sounds. Specifically with off speed. Like, there's a lot of people who just hang the forkball every time they throw it. So if he throws us one of those, we'll look for it. That was not hung at all. Now he went forkball twice in a row, so I fully expect sinker here. He gave it to us, but again, it was well above the zone. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose. That's the second time I swung at something way above the zone. But I got to protect there, and legend pitch speeds are insane. All right, Reggie. Here's our high leverage at bat, man. Remember when I saved Reggie? This is why. Can we do some damage? Again, we're just looking for hanging forkballs, honestly, man. People will sometimes make the mistake to you when they pitch with Raleigh and get too cute. Like, he should honestly just spam sinkers, so he's doing a good job right here. But you never know if he's going to hang a floater.
Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Great pitch, man. My bat wasn't fast enough. We're actually in a pretty tough spot if we don't score here, honestly, with tired Raleigh going in against the better part of his lineup. Biggio! We don't have to worry about it, dude! Oh my god! He finally hung the forkball, dude! I told you guys! Oh man, that was one of the worst PCI placements I had all game. What is life, chat? What is life? Well, if you didn't get very good info from me talking through my mindset this game, at least you were entertained, right? Throw the helmet off, Craig. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, pretty much our entire offense this game. I actually can't believe we won that game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's watch the replay on it, dude. I tried to tell you guys, sometimes they beat themselves with Raleigh. Raleigh is the classic case of people beating themselves on the mound. He threw me 4 straight sinkers and a 4-seamer to Reggie, and I didn't touch a single one of them. What did he do next at bat? Hung the forkball, just like I said sometimes people do. Man, What a game. Unbelievable game. I'm tired of hearing this Craig Biggio slander on my Twitter timeline, dude. Craig Biggio has been nothing but the man for me. Wow. We actually won. How into Kluwer into Raleigh and we won. Unbelievable, man. Well, that puts us at 1,000. We are going to bust open this 10 bundle for celebration. Just for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Sorry it was maybe not the best game I've played. But I think, like I said earlier, I think those are good for you too, man. We're also Diamond 96 now. Very close to Prestige. So let's see, can we get a Trout out of this 10 bundle? That would really put a capper on the video. Although this video has already been awesome. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. If there's anything I can improve on. It's actually pretty hard to talk about everything that's going on at the pace that this game is played. Like every pitch is thrown like rapid fire succession compared to baseball in real life. So if you guys have any suggestions or constructive criticism, please let me know in the comments. I am all about making these videos better for y'all. Also, absolutely terrible debut for Didi. I don't even know if he hit the ball out of the infield, to be honest. Oh well, dude. Craig Biggio's all you need for offense, apparently. Holy cow. Nothing so far in this bundle. 4 more to go. My packs have been really dry lately. I got insane pack luck at the beginning of the year, so I can't really complain, but my packs lately have been atrocious. I also just quick sell pretty much any dupes that are above quick sell value, or I do the sell now, sorry, not quick sell. Just to get the stubs. It saves me from having to clear out my binder later. So, last pack. Can we get a diamond? We cannot. We got Russell Martin. So, that's it. At least we got some packs for you guys as well. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Can't see it because of my face. But we are 1,000 rating now. So, the grind to top 50 is on. Like I said, I'm going to have to make it well above 1,100 to get in there this season. But hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay. At the very least, I thought it was entertaining. Drop a like down below. It helps me a lot. Thank you if you made it this far. That's super awesome. Hopefully this was helpful for y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.